Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Napoleon, and today we're back with another Enlisted News Weekly, in which we covered the Enlisted News of the week. And this week we have a lot of new stuff, including Making Enlisted Better number 19, Fully Armed Event, Update 0.3.1.104, and Update 0.3.1.113, and Blood and Ice. So without further ado, let's get started. But before we start, this video has been possible through the friends at Discord, and if you haven't figured out I was going to say that, that means you're quite new, so that means that you should really subscribe. But without further ado, let's get started with this week's Enlisted News Weekly. The first thing that we have up is Making Enlisted a Better Place number 19, and this time we're making fortifications stronger. Enlisted has many destructible fortifications such as sandbags, barbed wire. Each one requires a different amount of damage to destroy. For example, hedgehogs are going to be taking a lot more time than, let's say, sandbags. And now the most important construction is getting even stronger. Sandbags have become stronger, both as engineers constructed their fortifications, and even machine gun points have been made this central place on the location. Now, all major fortifications have been made 1.5 times stronger. This will allow bags to receive more explosions and not shatter immediately from the same blast, and fell into disarray. Take cover, and when the enemy runs out of ammo, return fire. Next, we have increasing saber range. We have increased the damage for a range of sabers and heavy cavalry sabers, and you might want these collectible weapons in several promotions that you have already gotten. Their swing is now more capable to hit your enemies at a great distance, and your blows will send your enemies to Valhalla. In fact, this improvement will be beneficial to everyone who don't even own collective sabers, and will tell you why very soon. Now, this part is very interesting considering the fact that I will make a video on this very soon, and as you'll see later on that the Pacific has been confirmed. Yes, the Pacific has 100% been confirmed, so giving us sabers at this point is pretty telling what the hell is going to happen. Like, as of this right now, congratulations everyone. Give a clap on yourselves on the back. The Pacific has been confirmed. I'm going to say it again. The Pacific has been confirmed. And at this point, I'm really thinking that the upgrade to sabers and hopefully bayonets are going to be the definition of what's going to be coming as in terms of a banzai charge. But in this week's, the full list of improvements includes the increase the strength of sandbags by 70%, range of collective sabers and cavalry swords have been increased to 11%, sight magnification for stationary machine guns and amulet has been returned, and increased accuracy for the Decil Commando Carbine, which, by the way, is the worst carbine that you can ever use. I got that experience from playing the Fully Armed Event. And speaking of the Fully Armed Event, we have the Fully Armed Event. The Fully Armed Event. We almost got every melee weapon enlisted and a team of trusted allies watching your back. Endless spawns, and this goal is to get your enemies' lives first, literally. Join one of the most dynamic battles in all campaign arenas, and this event is available for 14th of July, 1400 GMT time, to the 19th of July, 600 GMT time. The battles will be available in 6-hour windows, 0 to 6 GMT time, and 14 to 20 GMT time. The rewards are silver orders for weapons, awarded 3 orders for every 3 wins, once a day. Orders for weapon upgrades, awarded 5 orders for 300 kills. The awards may be awarded only once. XP boosters of 100% for 3 battles, awarded for first place in the battle. This award may be only awarded once. And plus, a silver order for the first battle in the event. In terms of the event, the task is clear. Basically, destroy your enemies and kill them before they kill you. And every time you level up, and depending on how many times you killed the person, you're basically going to get a new weapon, and some weapons are going to be better than others, such as having a DP instead of the Diesel Carbine. Dear God, you don't want to be using that. If you're using that and the Chad gun, which is basically the suppressed Nagat, you are in some trouble. But if you're going to get at the top of the leaderboard, you will kind of have to use the Nagat. But that is the Fully Armed Event. It is extremely fun. It is also extremely frustrating. It's kind of interesting, and I highly suggest that you play it. It is extremely fun, especially when you're having friends around. Now let's move on to update 0.3.1.104. Next we have update 0.3.1.113, or for Xbox 0.3.1.106. And this time we fixed a bug that causes a flamethrower kill to be counted incorrectly in the Fully Armed Event. Honestly, I don't really have much to say about this considering the fact that you released the Fully Armed Event a day ago, and now you're just making the change, which really tells me that Enlisted is really not doing a lot for fixing the bugs. Like, honestly, I really hope that you can fix the bugs after, like, this really just shows me that Enlisted isn't really testing out the game, which they should be. And honestly, like, thankfully, bugs like these are quite small, so it's not like the big bugs that we have for, let's say, like the progression system. And when Enlisted does release the progression system, sadly, it is kind of not done well. But that said, they are fixing some of the smaller bugs that could be fixed a long time ago. Now let's move on to Blood and Ice. The last thing we have on the list is Blood and Ice, and this time we continue to revive the most interesting missions for our talented mod creators, and this time the first thing we have is Blood on Ice by Gyroscope, and this is a quite familiar style with the content already, and this guy is really just doing essentially a pretty good looking map with ice and literally a crashed plane, similar to that crashed plane that we have on Normandy. And battle is set up upon a frozen lake with multiple paths and making the ice thick. So my guess is that the ice can't crack, and even if it does, I don't know what's gonna happen. It will be cool if the ice could crack, just saying. Next we have Death House by Cole001, and this is basically you just slaughter your enemies in the house. And honestly, these Blood Digest mods are pretty good. Honestly, Enlisted shouldn't be really talking about them every week. I don't know if I'm the only one covering them, because it appears to be that it does. Honestly, another good thing is that I hope someone actually makes the entire North Africa map, like, make every North Africa map, make a very big map for all of North Africa. I don't know if it's possible, I'm personally believing it's not, but I hope that does happen. With that said, this is it for this Enlisted News of the Week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Discord, and I'll see you in the next one. Now before you leave, I would like to thank you very much for watching this video. I would be honored if you could like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, more videos are coming out, so it is a good idea to click on that notification button. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.